Good morning. Happy Friday to you. It is truly a blessing to be here today. I pray that you are having an amazing start to your day. Come on in today. Come on in. Let's get you on. Let me invite a few people. Come on in. As you come in, if you would just share and invite. Come on in. It is such a blessing to be here today. I am blessed to be here today, and I am so glad about it. So I am inviting a few people. If you would invite a few people, come on in. It is truly a blessing to be here today. Always a blessing to be on this side of the land. It is always a blessing. Good morning, PD Monique. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Toshiba. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Mama Jones. Thank you all so much for joining. I am feeling a lot better. I'm not 100%, but I am feeling a lot better. And I always feel better when I get up and yet pray, and I give God the glory and give him the honor that is due unto his holy name, trusting and believing that he is going to do his thing. Good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, woman of God, Miss Regina. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and share me. Go ahead and invite someone. You see what the title. And I don't have to feel a certain way about it. But when you have an accountability partner or someone that you are accountable to, it is for your good. It keeps you on track. But see, a lot of us, we want to do this thing by ourselves. Good morning. So grateful to be here. Amen. We want to do this thing by ourselves and feel like, a lot of times we are afraid to let the universe or let the people know what we're doing, because when we fail to do it, we just sweep it under the rug. But let's commit in 2020 that we're going to be accountable to somebody. That's why it is so important for you to have somebody that you are accountable to, somebody that you have made a commitment to, somebody that don't mind telling you the truth, not nobody that's just going to ride and lie with you, that's going to tell you it's going to be all right when you know you're not putting in the work. You need somebody that's going to tell you, going to put some fire up under your feet and ask you what is going on and why is it that you are in the same position as you was last year? Why have you not moved forward on your goal? We have to be brutally honest with ourselves. Good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining, because it does us no good to play games with ourselves when we know we're not putting in the work. How committed are you to being successful? How committed are you to being debt-free? How committed are you to being in a successful, in a happy relationship? How committed are you to being an entrepreneur, a change maker, a business builder? How committed are you in doing that? Good morning, Chastity. Thank you so much for joining, because we've already realized that it's not going to just happen. You are not going to be successful by mistake. It's not going to happen by happenstance. It's not going to happen by coincidence. It's not going to happen by accident. You're going to have to take some action on purpose. You're going to have to take some action on purpose. So who are you accountable to? Who are you accountable to? It's not good enough for you to say you wrote your plan down in your book, because your book is not going to talk back to you. If you didn't do what you said in your book, guess what? You just don't get it done. But you need to be accountable to somebody to say, this is what I'm going to do. This is when I'm going to do it. And I'm going to check in with you to let you know that it is done. Who are you accountable to in 2020? What are you going to do different this year than any other year? What are you going to do differently? If you say you're going to fill out the application by Monday, Fill out the application. You need somebody that's going to ask you, hey, did you get the application filled out? Hey, did you make the phone call? Hey, did you make the 2 contacts? Hey, did you do the follow-up? You need somebody that's going to be that person, because guess what? You're going to get tired of hearing yourself say, I didn't get it done. They ask you why you didn't get it done. What was you doing? Oh, I watched too much TV. Oh, I was watching the reality shows. I don't even know none of the name of the shows because I don't watch none of them. I don't watch a lot of TV. I hardly ever watch TV. But whatever you're watching on TV, whether it's the cooking network or decorating shows or whatever y'all watch on TV, you will get tired of saying, I didn't get it done because I was hanging out with my friends. I didn't get it done because I was just sitting around resting. I was just sitting around doing nothing. I didn't get it done because I just didn't get it done. You would get tired of somebody asking you, did you get that done? How many times on your job when you was working, or for those that are still working, that you get tired of somebody asking you to about something that you haven't done? And it's even worse when somebody asking you about something that you have already done. So you got to get to a point that you say, I have made a commitment to me. I have made a commitment to my future, to my family. I have made a commitment to my fortune that, excuse me, that I am going to be dedicated every day. See, I think a lot of us, we think that we can do this thing half-heartedly. We'll do a thing one time. I'm not saying one time a week. We'll do a thing one time, and then we will say it don't work. It don't work. We'll do a thing one time. You cannot eat one good meal and think you're going to lose weight. You can't go to the gym one time and think that you're going to lose all the weight that you have put on. You cannot be nice in a relationship one time and think it's going to last forever. We got to do something every day. And that's why if we balance it out and we do small things every day, it won't be so overwhelming. But what we do, a lot of us will wait till the last minute to do everything, and now we're about to lose our mind because now we're rushing. It's not our best. And then we'll say, well, I just couldn't finish it. I didn't have enough time to finish it. I mean, you had enough time over time. I'm going to say that again. You had enough time over time to get it done if you would have done a little bit at a time. If you would have done a little bit at a time, you would have had enough time to get it done. But you didn't have enough time because you procrastinated. You didn't have enough time because you thought you had a little more time. You thought that you would get it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Not knowing the impact, that it would have, not knowing that it would take a little more time than you even considered, because you thought that you was going to get it all done because you're so good. But you learned that you wasn't as good as you thought on this particular project. You waited to the last minute to write the paper. You waited to the last minute to put in the application. You waited to the last minute to go after the contract. Somebody else got the bid. Somebody else got the business. Somebody else got the job. Somebody else is in the place that you should have been. But you procrastinated. You kept putting it off. You did not want to do what needed to be done, that needed to be done every day. Good morning, D. Thank you so much for joining. We have to be committed to doing something every day. Do a little bit every day and you will not be overwhelmed. If you save a little money every day, over time, you would have some. But we think that, oh, I'm just going to put back a big lump sum. Then you don't have that lump sum because you don't do what you say. But if you put a small amount back, that's not a huge impact on your day-to-day living. If you put a small amount back every week or every check or every month, however you get your funds, then you will start to see that you will stack and you will build. If you do a little work in your business every day, come on now, somebody. Speak, girl. You helping us. If you would do a little bit in your business every day, then you will see that it's not overwhelming. It's not as hard as it seemed to be. It seemed hard because we're trying to do everything at one time. It seemed hard because we're trying to do it all in one day. How would you feel if, excuse me, there's a lot of women on here. I don't know if I have any men on here right now. Excuse me. There's a lot of women on here. How would you feel if your man, if on the first day of the year, He said, this is your Valentine. This is your birthday. This is your Mother's Day. This is your Christmas. This is your just because. This is your this. And this is your that. He give it all to you on the 1st. How would you feel if your birthday was in March? How would you feel when May came around? How would you feel when Valentine's come around in February? How would you feel when Thanksgiving come around and Christmas? He said, this is what I'm going to do right here, boo, on January the 1st. This for all year. How would that make you feel? You would be like, Ro, if you don't sit down somewhere. Yeah, I know somebody. Y'all know. But we would treat our business like that. We would try to do everything at one time. And the business is not satisfied. You don't like it, and the business don't like it either. You cannot do everything that you need to do at one time. But if you do a little bit at a time, if you do some small just because, if you do some small because I'm committed, I am dedicated, and I want the outcome that I desire. I don't want something just thrown up. I don't want to be one that I feel like, okay, I'm just doing something because I'm on this checklist and I have done my due diligence check. No. You want to put in your time so that you feel it in your heart, that you feel that you are making a difference, you are making an impact, and that you are working on purpose. And if you will commit your work to the Lord, your plans, your plans will flourish. Your plans will flourish. And I'm paraphrasing Proverbs 16:3. But commit your work unto the Lord, knowing that everything you do, you're doing it for God. You don't want to do no things last minute. You don't want to give him no half-stepping. You don't want to give him no one time. You want to be so intimate with him that he feels that you all about him. He said, girl, go and be out with my people a little bit. You know, go and spend some time with the people. Because see, some of us, we all God and we ain't got no personality for people. We all God that we so holy that we ain't no earthly good. God expect for us to be able to get along with people down here on this earth. Where is your accountability? You cannot just be committed and accountable to God, but you can't commit yourself to the people you work with. God knows that's the truth. Small steps, too much, too soon can lead to burnout and frustration. Yes, you will be overwhelmed before you get started good and thinking that this is not going to work. I can't do it. I ain't got no help. Nobody is not supporting me. And I know for you proper English people, I don't have any help. I know it's not proper English, but it's great talking. I don't have any help. Nobody is supporting me. But do you know when you do a little bit at a time and you hold yourself accountable and say, I'm going to put this out here. I want you to know this is what I said. I want you to know this is what I'm planning to do. So when you're doing opposite of what you're doing, don't get mad when you're called on it. You appreciate people for saying, sis, you said you was going to do X, Y, Z. Why you're not doing that? I know you're bigger than that. When we did our 21 days of praying and fasting, we did not miss a day. We showed up every day. No day was a day of excuses. We didn't say we was sleepy. We didn't say we was tired. I didn't say I was traveling. I didn't say I was out of town. I didn't say I was sick. I got up every morning. Every morning. Every morning. We was on the line at 5:30. Every morning. And it was so good that we're continuing to pray every morning at 5:30. Every morning we will be on the line at 5:30 to 5:45. You have to be committed. What are you committed to? And who are you accountable to? I know you want to keep your stuff a secret, but you need somebody that you can trust, that you ain't worried about stealing your stuff. Somebody that you can talk to that is not going to talk your business to everybody else. You need somebody that you can confide in. You don't need to keep that stuff bottled in. You need to have somebody that you can converse with, that you can talk about your struggles. You can voice your concerns so you will be able to move forward, that you will be able to go to the next level. But see, some of us, we're so secret that we are secret to ourselves. Our goals are so secret that we are secretive to ourselves. Good morning, Christine. Thank you so much for joining. We have to be committed. I could have said this morning, I couldn't pray because you know, when I get to talking too much, I start coughing. And I didn't want that to be a disruption, but I also didn't want that to be an excuse. Because we can make excuses for everything. I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm loud, I'm this, I'm that. We can make all type of excuses. And do you know, every day that we want an excuse, we can find one. We can find a reason why we can't get nothing done. You know, I done been up all night. I got up too early. I got too much to do. I did too much yesterday. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm broke. I ain't got nothing. Don't nobody like me. Won't nobody help me. Don't nobody support me. Do you know all the crazy stuff that we tell ourselves? But you got to tell yourself, this is what Onika tell herself every morning. I tell myself everything I want, it wants me back. I would not want without limits because there's no limits in God. That I am needed. I am sought up after. I am good at my work. Come on now, somebody. Thank God for those who can find and release some stuff too. This is so true and so freeing. Yes, that is so true and freeing. So freeing. You got to have somebody that you can talk to. I know you all secretive. I know you say you are introvert. Introverts mean that they don't say everything that they think, but they still need somebody to talk to because you can keep all that mess bottled up in you, and guess what? One day you gonna explode at the most inopportune time. You need to be in a position where you can communicate with somebody and you're not worried about what you say is gonna be out to the world. It's gonna be out in your community. It's gonna be on some billboard flashing your business across there. You need to have somebody that you can confine in and say that I need thee. I need somebody like that in my life. And that was one of the things that when God gave me the Empowering 8 Inner Circle, that was one thing that he said, create a sisterhood where they would have a safe haven. They would have a safe place. I never repeat nothing that nobody tells me within that group. I don't repeat what people say to me because that's not for me to do. If we're going to be something, let's be a help. Let's be a support. Let's be somebody they can say that I know I can go to her. I know I'm not going to hear what I told her. I know that's not going to be thrown back up in my face. I know that that's not going to be across some light flashing my business. This, I said this and this happened and that has happened. Nobody that has worked with me can say that, oh, she shared my business with me. That's a lie. Have not done it. Been coaching for years. That's not what we do. Your reason for having a coach, a mentor, accountability partner, somebody that you can trust and confide in, your reason is for you can step up out of that position that you're in. Because see, some of us are business owners, and see, some of us, we cannot communicate how we feel to the people that you're working with. So you need somebody that you can be transparent with. You need somebody that you can be accountable to. You need somebody where you can be a real person, not this stage person, not this social media person, not this Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn person. You need to have somebody that you can be raw and real with, and you can step out and be in your position where they won't think that you're fake. You're human. You are human. It's so tired of people that feel like nothing never gets on their nerves. You lying. You are a liar, and the truth is not in you. It gets on your nerve, and you say what you say. And God said he hears our thoughts before they come out of our mouth as words. You got to be honest. If you don't like a certain thing, it's nothing wrong with you saying you're not liking it. He said there's nothing wrong with getting angry, but say it not. Some of us, we don't want to be accountable and hold ourselves true to nothing. We just lie and, oh, that don't bother me. But then in your mind, look at her. Look at him. Look at it. Look at it. You know, come on now. Come on now. Who are you accountable to? Stop telling yourself that. Good morning, Reverend Ike. Thank you so much for joining. Stop telling yourself that you don't need anybody. You need somebody to help you waddle around in your stuff. You need somebody that's going to tell you the truth. A lot of us have not moved. We're stagnant, and we're where we was last year, 5 years ago, because we are afraid of hearing the truth. We are afraid of hearing where we need to improve. We always want to talk about our strength, but we don't never want to identify our weaknesses. If you know you're not good with your finances, if you know you got a stank attitude and every time somebody say something to you, you got some sarcastic response, or you always judging people, you need somebody that's going to tell you, sis, that look, first of all, with your finances, you're going to have to sacrifice all this, go and get your hair done. You can't afford to go and get your nails done every 2 weeks. You can't afford to be sitting up in somebody's beauty shop. You don't need no outfit every time you go somewhere. Go in there and get some of that stuff that you already got. But see, we'll spend our money and our time and our resources trying to impress people that got the same problem that we have. You need somebody that is going to tell you that if you would just sit this to the side for 6 months. What I did when I was trying to save money, when I first started saving money, when I first started my financial, and it's been years ago now. But one of the things that I did, I cut my cable off. I'm thinking they don't have nothing on here that's productive, value added. This is not taking me anywhere. They playing the same old stuff. I'm not getting anywhere sitting there watching this mess. And I didn't really watch a lot of TV. So I cut my cable off. I saved on my cable bill. You have to say, well, okay, instead of me getting my hair done every week, I go to every 2 weeks or once a month. Or maybe sometime I do my own hair. I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that. I don't get my nails done. I get my feet done. But I don't go spending money on my nails and getting my polish changed and all this stuff. I don't spend money on MAC and makeup and the stuff for your eyebrows and your all that other stuff. I don't spend money on that. I don't buy these other different sorts of types of things. If that's what you buy, that's what you buy. If you're buying cigarettes, that's what you buy. If you're buying alcohol, that's what you buy. I don't spend my money on those different sorts of types of things. I would rather myself to buy a book. I would rather to buy a ticket to a networking event, to a program. I would rather buy something that I can put in my head, something that I can use. I like to do things that are productive, value added, and that will give me a return on my investment, so it's making me money. But see, a lot of times we would do things that is costing us. We make expenses instead of us making revenue. We need to have money coming in and not all of our money going out. So we got to make up in our mind that I'm going to hold myself accountable to my finances. I'm going to hold myself accountable to my relationship. See, sometimes you're not even accountable to your relationship. How many of you women know that men, they after you, they love when you with somebody? You can be single forever. You didn't get no catches. You didn't get no calls. You didn't get no texts. You didn't get no inbox. But as soon as you get in a relationship, oh, you cute. You fine, you sexy, you what they need. You what they need. You been what they looking for. You can be single forever, but as soon as you get in a committed relationship, but you got to be committed to what you started with. You got to be committed to what you started with and say, now look, I am going to be faithful, still listening, but on the move. Amen. I am going to be faithful. I'm going to be faithful to my future. I'm going to be faithful to my business. I'm going to be faithful to my plans. And I'm going to do that by being accountable to somebody. I need accountability partner because I need to get on track. Some of us, we get off track and we stay off track. You wait till the next year. Good morning, Wanda. Thank you so much for joining. Some of you, you get off a track and you stay off track, and then you will start over with that same mess in 2021. You got the same goals this year as you had last year because you will get all excited. You'll have this big high momentum. You still high off of Christmas wine and all these other things. You still high and excited by the new year ringing in and the firecrackers and everything being shot and going on. And then on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, you don't have that same enthusiasm. You don't have that same drive. You don't have that same determination. So where are you on this 24th day of January? Are you committed? Are you accountable? Do you have that same momentum that you had when you said, oh, this year I got my little calendar book. This year I got my planner. This year I'm committed and I'm going to do it. Where are you today on the 24th? I got the same drive I had last year. Every day I'm going to be better. I tell myself greater works will we do. We would do more than we did last year. We would go farther than we did last year. We would go higher than we did last year. I am committed. I have mentors. I'm in a mentoring program. Dr. Onika Shirley, I'm in her program, a 1-year program. I have other mentors. I'm a part of the Momentum Leadership program. You got to be committed. I'm a part of Pastor PM, Global Speakers Program. I'm a part of the Black Speakers Association. I'm a part of the Black Belt Certification Program. You gotta make the commitment. Greater works will we do, but you're not gonna do greater works trying to do it by yourself. You're not gonna do greater works when you're not accountable to nobody. How is it that you think you're gonna ride this road? That you're gonna ride this road for free and think you're gonna go somewhere? You need gas in your car. You don't put gas in your car because you like to. You don't put gas in your car because you want to. But you put gas in your car because you need to. You know you can't go nowhere if you don't have no gas. You don't put gas in it. I just love to put gas in my car. No, I don't. I don't like pumping it. I don't like paying for it. I don't like the smell of it. It's a lot of stuff that I can say I don't like about gas. But I know once my stuff hit on E, past to the point that it'll run, if I don't put no gas in this baby, I am not going to go nowhere. I am not going to be able to move. I sit here every morning for 35 to 40 minutes with my car running, burning gas while I talk to you. It's too cold for me to sit out here with no heat. I sit out here, my vehicle is on, and it runs the whole time I'm sitting here. But I can't say, well, I'm not going to put no gas in my car. So how is it that we're not going to put no gas in our business? How is it that we're not going to put no gas in our relationship? How is it that we're not going to put out no gas in our savings account and our finances? How is it that we're not going to put no gas in our future? It's not maybe because you want to or you feel like it, but you got to. You got to. You got to. If it's going to run, it got to. If your life is going to be fulfilled and you're going to live a life of abundance, you got to put the time in. You got to do it. You got to make an investment. A lot of us, we do not want to make an investment in ourselves because we saying we cannot afford it. But can I tell you, you can't afford not to. You cannot afford not to put something into yourself. You can't afford not to put something in yourself. I had wrote down something that I wanted to say. I don't know where it is. I think it's right here on the top of this page. I wrote down, invest in your development. Invest in your development. You got to start it. A lot of us, we say, I don't like to read. When I read, it makes me sleepy. You got to start having a passion for books. You got to have a desire to read. See, everything that I do, I've written 13 books and I put in some stuff. When I come on here, do you know, it takes me a sacrifice. I have to put in time on learning new stuff. I don't have all this stuff up in me. I have to take the time to read in order for me to be able to give. You got to have clarity on your vision. That's when you have a chance. I write every day. You see all this mess I got on this page? I write something down every day. Invest in your development. You know, a lot of us, we got hooked on this, this self-help. I'm going to do this self-help thing. It's just me and the Lord. The Lord have given people the wisdom. He has given people the wisdom where you can save yourself a lot of time, years of time, if you would just take the time to read the book or read a book or get connected with somebody that's reading books. Get connected with a coach or a mentor. But we don't want to make the investment. We think that what we do, good morning, Pastor Proud, thank you so much for joining. You have to make an investment in your development. You got to put the time in. A lot of us don't want to put the time in. We don't want to be accountable to nobody because we don't want nobody asking us no question because we're so independent. We so independent. I don't owe you no answer. This is my life. But I'm going to tell you, that type of attitude, you're not going to go anywhere. You need other people in order for your dream to come true. You need other people in order for your dream to come true. Your dream is not going to come true just because you are a dreamer. Your dream is not going to come true just because you had the dream. Baby, you're going to need some people that's going to be able to do some stuff that you're not capable of doing. It's some stuff that's going to be needed that you're going to have to delegate. You're going to have to connect. You're going to have to hire some people. You're going to have to link up with some people because we don't know everything. We were never designed to know everything. But when you make up in your mind, I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want it. I want it. Everything that I want, it wants me back. The wisdom that I want, it wants me back. Everything that I want, it wants me back. Therefore, I will want without limits. I will want without limits because there are no limits. There are no limits to what I can have. There are no limits to what I can know. You can know as much as you want to know. You may have to do some research. You may have to do some reading. You may have to do some investment. But you have to craft your skills by putting in the time, linking up with people that are doing what you want to do. Community makes a difference. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Ouch, coach. It makes a difference. We got to put it in. Thank you so much, Shanti. Put it in. Stop thinking that I'm going to do this by myself. Your understanding sometimes is not well enough. You don't even have enough drive by yourself. You need somebody that's going to push you, sometimes that's going to pump you, sometimes that's going to prime you, sometimes going to pray for you, sometimes going to praise you. You need all of that. You need all of that. Everything I want, it wants me back. Everything I want wants me back. Wants me back. Everything I want wants me back. Everything I want wants me back. Everything I want wants me back. That's why, see, when you know that everything you want wants you back, you don't have to feel like you're begging when you make those sales calls. Because the people that you are wanting to be your customer, they want to be your customer. So you don't have to feel like you're no salesperson. Everything I want wants me back. I want to sell, they want my business. I want to sell, they want my service. I want to sell, they want my product. I want to sell, they want what I have. You got to think about everything that you want. You want to make the sale, and they want your service, they want your products, they want you back. But see, a lot of us, we think differently. We think that, oh, that sounds like begging. I sound like a salesperson. Oh, that sounds so cheesy. I feel like I'm getting on people's nerves. I'm not getting on people's nerves because people want me to talk to them. You want me to talk to you. I show up on here because you want me to come on here and show up and talk to you. That's why I can come on here with confidence. That's why I can come on here with boldness. I don't come on here timid and feeling afraid, because the people that want to hear me, they want to. Come on now, somebody. The people that want to hear me, they show up. The people that don't, they don't show up. Come on now, somebody. So you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid, because everything that you want, it wants you back. Look, y'all, I gotta go. Good morning, Robert. You're just coming on. Please go back and listen at the replay. I think that you will be blessed. I think that you will be blessed. But remember, everything that you need, you already have it. You need to be accountable to somebody. Don't tell yourself you can't afford it. Don't tell yourself that you can't do it. You make the sacrifice. You make the sacrifice and change your life. Some of us, we will commit to something only for a day, only for a week, only for a little while. But you got to say that if I don't do this for me, who else going to do it? I only have one life. I only have one life. I am not going to get a second chance at this life. Some of us, we are living our life aimlessly. We're living life aimlessly. I see this big heart in the clouds. Good morning, Teresa. Thank you so much for joining. Look, if you're just getting on, please go back and listen at the replay. If you're new to me, I'm Coach O, the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. Remember, Empowering 8 number 3 is kicking off February the 1st. If you're interested, I think we have 2 slots left. Lock in your spot. Don't tell yourself you don't need it, you can't do it, you can't afford it. Make the sacrifice. Be accountable to somebody. We're going to a whole new level. I should have took that picture when I saw it, because now the heart is closing. But anyway, God bless you. I pray that you have an amazing day. And you see, Coach, I press on. I press on. I can sit up people. I said, you need to do this and do this, and don't do this. Sit down. Do this. Do this. Do this. No, I press on. You gotta press on, because see, when you quit, you think that that's the permission for you to keep quitting. And as I shared with the group on last night, don't ask for permission to be you. to be great and to do what you want to do, but ask for support. You don't need nobody's permission or validation. You know what you want to do. You don't need their permission or validation for you to do what you need to do. You just need their support. That's what accountability is. You need support. You don't need permission. You need support. Good morning, Shakita. Thank you so much for joining. I come on here. I need your support, not your permission, because I'm gonna do it with your permission or without your permission. So you're not. Don't revert back to your little child, the little girl in you, or the little boy in you, thinking, well, can I have it? Can I be it? Can I do it? You don't need nobody's permission, but you need people's support. And if you surround yourself around people that love you and want you to be the best you that you can be, they're going to inspire you to do all that you can. They're not going to talk you out of it, but they will support you to say, you go, girl. You go, boy. You can do it. I believe in you. I ain't hating on you. I'm not jealous of you. I'm not envy of you. I am your number one cheerleader. I want to see you make it. Coach O, want to see you make it. I want to see you flourish in your business. I want you opening up the business of your desire. I want you to be the best that you can ever be. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I love to see God's people doing great things. We were not created or designed to suffer. I don't want to see you suffer. I want to see you living that abundant life that we was promised. He said, I come to give you life, but not just life, but life more abundantly. I love you all. Thank you all so much for your prayers and your support. And Coach gonna be all right, because I'm a fighter. I got the fight in me. Onika means warrior. My name is African. I am a warrior. I am a fighter. I used to have this dream. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I used to have this dream. I was always falling in this big hole. But God always reminded me. He said, girl, you never fail. You never fail. Arms just in the air. Just be right. I just be all like, oh, arms and legs and just kicking. But I never fail. God bless you. Good morning, Internet. Go back and listen at the replay. Please share this out. Share this out to your friends, your enemies, your haters, your naysayers. Share it out. Share it, share it, share it, share it. Somebody will be blessed by it. God bless you. And I pray that you have an amazing day.